So this is it. The last of the action here in Budapest is the men's epee gold medal match. What a contest we have on our hands here as well.
So the participants of the men's final, representing Venezuela, Limardo, Ruben. Magyarország képviseletében, representing Hungary, Nagy David. Kérem, hogy üdvözöljék a döntő zsűri tagjait is, please meet the referees of the final. Eleftheria Hatzopoulos, Andrea Ribeiro Ivano, Anna Falak, and Barbara Leitner. Now please be prepared for the final.
Well, we have got a treat in store to finish things off here in Budapest. Ruben Limardo Gascon is back up to number 7 in the world. The 36-year-old left-hander from Venezuela is a superstar of the sport, but he's going up against the host nation's David Nagy, who is here to claim his first ever senior medal. This man, though, wow, he is supremely decorated. Goes up against the host nation's Nagy, who has yet to win a Grand Prix or World Cup medal as a senior. This is his first one. Right-hander 22 from Budapest. He's been up to first in the world as an under-17 fencer, as a cadet. He was 3rd in the world as a junior, and he's now finding his way at 22 years old into the senior ranks, but hasn't claimed a medal yet until today, because he's guaranteed at least a silver. But Ruben Limardo Gascon, one of the superstars of the sport, first South American to take an Olympic fencing medal, the gold in London 2012, has 2 Grand Prix bronze medals. He's going to do better than he's ever done at a Grand Prix, 4 Pan American Championship titles, and 4 World Cup wins. Youth versus experience, but when I say experience, the man on your left is 36 years young, and he is one of the most mobile fencers out there. He's a joy to watch. But David Nagy has proved a handful to everyone today. Nash came through Giron of France, Borel of France. That was a big win in the round of 32. He then took out his teammate Andrafsi before beating Kabanov of Kazakhstan. He's been through some big names today. Borel probably the biggest of the lot. Limardo Gascon, well, came into this as the number 5 ranked fencer, beat Niche of Poland, as a pair of them get a passivity yellow card here, 1 minute without a hit, and they both get a little warning about that. Gascon went on from beating Niche to take on Maracotti and Beskin for a needle of a match against Andrea Santarelli of Italy. They didn't shake hands at the end of that one, which is a little disappointing, but it was a good win for Ruben Limardo Gascon, who's having a little bit of an Indian summer, having won the Bern World Cup right at the beginning of the season. He's here for his 2nd podium appearance. He's talked about fighting to get to Paris, then the next Olympic Games, and saying, hey, well, it's only a couple of years now, I might as well stick at it for one more cycle. We are now a matter of seconds away from a 2nd passivity call here, which will turn this match on its head. Will one of them go after this? 5 seconds to go before that's called. Bang on, 1 minute to go. Referee calls halt. Second passivity call here. That's a P red card for the pair of them. So that means you concede a point to your opponent. So we remain at level pegging, but one apiece now. They get a second passivity red card. It'll be another hit. Do it again. It's a disqualification for one of the athletes. It's down to ranking, and as you can imagine, Ruben Limardo Gascon is the much higher ranked fencer, number 7 in the world, taking on number 154. So Nagy is the one that's going to have to turn this one around. Gascon's happy. He's happy. He's going to let this happen. If they go another minute, if they go for this the remaining 20 seconds without a hit being scored, there will be, at the end of time, another P card, another penalty card for passivity. This is risky for Nagy for me. They are backing away from each other. Time is called in the first period, and that second passivity call is given. The fencers return to the center of the piece for the minute's break, and now we have a very intriguing battle. Surely Limardo Gascon can't sit back here and just let Nagy go after him. But equally, Nagy can't sit around and do nothing. He's got to go after the Venezuelan. This is an intriguing little battle now. Very intriguing indeed. The athletes getting to talk to their coaches. This is a humdinger of a match. Well, Hungary here, right behind David Nagy, but he is going to have to go after Ruben Limardo Gascon. I know that seems weird with the scores all level at 2 apiece, but if there was to be another minute without a hit, Gascon will win because Nagy will be disqualified from the fight. He would still get the silver medal. Here we go. Interesting first 3 minutes. No hits scored on the piece. 2 hits for each fencer given as penalties. David Nagy on home soil has to go after Limardo Gascon because he is the lower ranked fencer in the world. And if we were to go to another minute of passivity, Limardo Gascon would win the fight. I can't remember seeing this happen before. I've certainly seen it in team competitions. Well, we have a 33 seconds of fencing done there, and David Nagy showing that he has to go after this, and he is going to go after it. So we are going to have a hit one way or another in this fight. David Nagy, but I hope it's his. And he does get the first hit. A little fake attack first, and then goes for the real one. Fake, and there's the one over the top. Onto the shoulder, the top of the arm. So now Gascon's going to have to go after this because a minute of fencing will mean, without a hit, will mean he's disqualified because Nagy has the lead. Clear as mud? It's very simple. If you have a lead in an epee fight and passivity has been called, you are the one that has the advantage. If you're trailing, it's your job to try and catch up to avoid getting called for passivity. Scores level, and then it comes down to world ranking. We're starting to get to this being a little nervy for Ruben Limardo Gascon. He has to go after it. A double scored, 1:37 on the clock, so now we need to have a hit before 37 seconds appears on the clock. and Nagy with the advantage here. Well, he was building up to that, Limardo Gascon. So we won't have passivity called again in this period because there's less than a minute to go. And even though Limardo Gascon is not in the lead, he has the advantage now because he has world ranking priority over Nagy. We can't have another passivity call here, so I wonder if these two just back away from each other again and leave it to the third and final 3-minute period. Nagy wanting to keep Limardo Gascon busy though. Well, they're going to let time run out here. There's actually Nagy who pressed a little bit, but he's backed away. The two of them have effectively agreed between them. We're going to let this one run to time, and we'll go to the second break. So now the athletes are going to get their final instructions from their coaches. 1 minute to take on some fluid and make a tactical plan to take the title here in Budapest. The last of the action here. Ruben Limardo Gascon would have been the favourite coming into this, but now at 4 apiece and going into the third and final period. We can't fancy anyone here. It is anyone's game. Whoever gets the next hit is going to be in control. Such an exciting fencer to watch. He's got everything. He's got the technique, he's got the bravery, he's got the strength, the hard strength that a combat sports person requires. But he's also got the beauty and the extravagance that only a South American can bring to the piste. He's up against the host nation contender though, David Nagy, looking for his first medal here. What colour will it be? Final period is underway in this gold medal match. Went down to the low line into the foot there, faked to go down there and then went upstairs again. Close quarters, and it is Limardo Gascon who comes away with the 1-point prize. So now Nagy will have to press even more. 2:36 on the clock. We cannot allow this to go to 1:36 without a hit being scored, otherwise David Nagy will be done and dusted here. He has to press. He has to push. He doesn't need to rush. He's got a minute to build the hit. Tries again. Blocked out, so ceased from the left-hander for those in the know. Takes the blade up high, going to the outside for the left-hander, and then blocking down into octave in the low line. Nagy then gets caught up and runs past Limardo Gascon. 1:36 on that clock is what Gascon needs to see without another hit being scored. Well, certainly without his opponent scoring another hit. Nagy is going to have to go. He's going to have to press pretty soon. 30 seconds left before time would be called on passivity here. And that is the problem. You press and you get closer and closer and closer. Eventually, the leading fencer is going to say, well, I think you're close enough to hit now, so I'm going to go for it. And that is exactly what Limardo Gascon did. It's about the change of direction and the change of speed, the acceleration in the attack that gets him the single light. 2 up. Again, we need to look at that clock. Can't let it get down to 1 minute and 3 seconds. Oh, that's the beauty. Flicking over the top now. There's that extravagance and flamboyance I talked about from Limardo Gascon. So you can see what that advantage of just a 1 point lead has when passivity is in play. And it's what has led Gascon here, Limardo Gascon of Venezuela, to a very commanding position. Under a minute to go, 7 points the lead now. But he did the hard work and played the tactical game early doors, went through 3 calls of passivity in the first round, and then just got a lead in the 3rd period. It sounds really simple, but the tactical nous, the patience, and the ability to stay concentrated and focused in order to execute this plan is a thing of beauty. It really cannot be underestimated. It's very, very special to be able to stand on that piece, move up and down. You're probably at 80% VO2 max for those that know sports science. You're operating at a level of high energy and a high heart rate, and you're able to make the right decisions for 9 minutes. It's really something very special about this sport. It makes it unique. On the back line, still able to land the hit. Now, are we going to see the target score of 15 reached here as Nagy has to go after this? Ruben Limardo Gascon may not get the biggest cheer in the world here, but he is going to be the champion of Budapest. He knows it. He knows he's got this. There is nothing that David Nagy can do in these final 4 seconds, and he concedes on the line. A 13-5 victory, the 2nd victory of the season for Ruben Limardo Gascon. The London 2012 Olympic champion is back. He said, I'm going for Paris, and he's beginning his campaign right here, right now. Champion of the Budapest Grand Prix 2022, Ruben Limardo Gascon of Venezuela.
So the winner of the men's competition at the 2022 Westend Grand Prix and the men's competition is Ruben Limardo Gascon from Venezuela, who clinched the gold medal, and David Nagy from Hungary finished second.
Super performance from both fencers throughout the day, but Ruben Limardo Gascon has done it. He is back in business. The 36-year-old begins his campaign to qualify for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games in season 2021-2022. And the smile says it all. Brilliant scenes here in Budapest. Ruben Limardo Gascon of Venezuela has taken the title here at the Budapest Epee Grand Prix. 13:11 on time with a tactical masterclass over David Nagy, who claims his first ever senior